back like we never left here with the Los Angeles Rams, and I wish we were coming back on a better note. The 1-4 Rams here need to look to do something to turn this season around, or it's getting really ugly really quickly. You see, we are 1-4, and that is not in part due to the defense. Despite, as you can see by that record, let me see if it shows here. Not record, but our overall. 83 overall defense, 87 offense, and yet despite that, the defense is performing way better than the offense is this year. I don't know if that has to do with the playbook or whatnot, but we've seen countless times here where Jeremiah Matthews is throwing a lot of stuff short and not really giving our receivers time to get open down the field, and then we're not capitalizing and getting points in the red zone when we get down there. So we'll be looking to make some changes in today's videos. We're coming up on the trade deadline as well to see if we can make this team turned around or at least set it up for better success in the future. So if you guys are ready to go and jump into the video, leave it a like, comment, and subscribe when you guys weigh in if you guys are enjoying the series and ready to see more of this come through. So a couple of things that we want to get started off with here before we get into our first game of the day is our upgrades. Of course, we don't talk nearly as much about these players as we should, so I'm going to try to do that here more in the episodes coming up. And starting out here with Chris Callahan, a left tackle for us that I think could be a very good player. Star development that I would love to work on his pass blocking here, even though his pass block power is actually in a good spot. It's just his finesse is a little bit low and his pass block overall is down. Outside of morale, I mean, it's only a 77, so we definitely want to work on his pass blocking abilities. Power will obviously stay the focus for a good minute here. Not seeing an overall boost at all, but we'll get +3 for his pass block to kind of counteract that. So he's not actually at an 80 pass block if you take out the negative morale boost, which I wish there were ways to build up morale outside of winning, but unfortunately, you know, winning's the only thing that can fix morale. Rookie here, Sergio Sims, strong safety, moved to free safety is a normal development over there. He's turned into a pretty good player for us too as well. Great man-zone mix. His play rec is a little bit on the low side, so I think working on hybrid could really work on that. That'll help also get up zone and run support at the same time, so and just get him overall better. Getting him into the green finally is a 78 overall. Getting +2 in both coverage skills will definitely help. Putting those at accurate ratings of 77 and 76, which I think could work. I already drafted him thinking that he could be our third safety essentially on the field. We do run with 2 safeties. Kirby, I forgot his last name already, but we basically moved Kirby down from free safety into like the sub linebacker role in our nickel formations and let Sims go to the back with Sims. And I think it's been working. I think that's one of the reasons why the defense is so good. Having a safety that can come up and play run support as well as mainly cover in the pass, though, has really helped this team be good. Another key pickup here is Reggie Lawrence, middle linebacker. Still has his hidden developments. We haven't learned what his is yet, though, but once again, solid numbers throughout his. I think this is just his second upgrade on the season. 72 zone coverage is not bad. And I've just been working his field general, really keep him a scheme fit to get the most amount of XP possible, and hopefully see tremendous growth in his first year. Plus floor block shit or play rec. I can handle that. Last but not least, here we have our developmental quarterback here, Martin Green, who, because of morale boost, is in the red and his overall down to a 58, which normally you won't want any 50s on your roster, but that really is mostly just due to the bad kind of hand dealt there at the preseason and the fact that we are losing consistently. So let's go with a strong arm upgrade here up to a 56 overall, +2 throw medium, which will get him at a 73, 74, 64, which isn't too bad. A couple of things that we have up next are a couple of roster moves. The first being here, Brandon Fisk. I've been looking at our edge rushers this year, and he has not been performing good. I wanted to put it on, where is he at? Right underneath him, Kobe Turner, and possibly do this with him because he's older, but he's actually producing more for us right now. And I think that would be a bad look to put the one that's producing more, even though, I mean, I guess with the development, it's kind of like, do you really want to go that route? Superstar development as opposed to, I guess, just normal here for Kobe Turner. Is he star at least? Okay, he's at least star. But I mean, both on the tail end of their careers are not going to be developing much anymore. They're both going to start to tail off and start to regress here soon. And might as well go with the one whose play is looking like regress play here. So I'm just going to at least add him to the trade block right now as we have 2 weeks away from the trade deadline. We will see if anybody gives me any good offers for that, or at least gives me an idea of what I might be able to get for him. And then outside of that, looking at the stats, I really like the play of one player in particular, so I'm actually going to up him in our depth chart here. Not even in his main position, but in a subcategory position here as a slot wide receiver. I'm going to move Puka Nakayu from this spot for somebody that's actually put up a considerably better amount of stats here. Even though he's a 67 overall in the slots, I do want to put and get some more playing time here to the young Brian McCollum. I've really loved what he's been able to do for the team as far as stats, which we're going to go to here in a second, because I can't just talk about stats without pulling them up. and showing y'all what kind of performance he's put up with limited time. So as far as our receivers go, 6 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Obviously, like I said, not much playing time at all. Not got the ball thrown his way too often. A lot of this stuff is very short yardage situations. But I mean, you look at Nakayo here, average per catch here, 9.2 compared to 14.3. A lot less sample size, but still something I want to just take a look at, because in the preseason he also played very well. We already have him on number 4 on the receiver depth chart. I'm just going to make him the starting slot to get him a little bit more volume, and I want to see if that changes anything for us. Maybe it actually helps Puka also get some more catches and targets, because obviously the slot world isn't really working for him, and it's led to Lad McConkey leading us in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. A Triple Crown team winner. And the last move we're gonna make here is more like a team scheme. My OC Kim Price came to me and said, "Coach, you know, we say and talk and preach and practice like a vertical power run team, but the playbook isn't really designed for that." And you know, we sat there and looked at the plays, and we were like, you know, you're right. We have a lot of short stuff, and honestly, that's because if you guys look at the Rams playbook, they're actually in the I forgot what the other though. Is it the multiple power run? They're in the zone run. Which one is it? I think it's the vertical zone run is what there says here. So yeah, like as it says right there, short passes via play action passes, and you know, zone runs from the halfback. Even though our scheme fit right now actually at 80%, actually just went up, is vertical power run. So I look for playbooks that had that, and one of the playbooks that I liked the most out of that list was actually a team that we've used before in the series, Detroit's. Dan Campbell's a man that I look up to, especially how aggressive he is. So I wish that was factored into the playbook too as well. But this will at least give us more power runs with the power back that we have, and give us a intermediate to vertical passing game, which is something that I want to see if Jeremiah Campbell can do to decide if he's going to stay on this team. Because also something we saw last time is there are 3 quarterbacks listed with top 5 potentials that I will be scouting. When I get my focus scouting players, I will be looking at all 3 to see if either of the 3 actually have top 5 talent. Because if they do, the kind of deal that Jeremiah Matthews he's not played up to either of the last 2 seasons, he might not get it from us, and we might actually let him walk and start over at the QB position. Fresh off a bye and threatening to change the QB position and changing the offensive playbook. And you can see the offense already showing out. 34 points here today. Defense gave up 31, which is concerning considering how good they played all year. But the Giants are a very good team. But here's a very balanced day for us. We had more yards gained with 395, 99 on the ground, 296 through the air. So not only finally eclipsing over 200, but almost hitting 300 today through the air passing. Now I got to see how much of that's taken away from sacks too, because I think that takes away from that number. But fantastic today. 3rd down conversions, we had 6 of them. Red zone, we were 100%, 4 for 4. And TOP was at 34 minutes of the game. I can already tell this team is a little bit more improved here. 320 yards that we gave to Russell Walters, but his counterpart Matthews, because they were both in the same draft class, 296, 2 touchdowns. He did get sacked 3 times. 82% completion percentage though, and it looks like 10.6 yards an attempt. That is what I need to see. It looks like he's actually slinging the ball down the field. And then Kyron Williams with the more power run and focused playbook, 20 for 73 and 2 touchdowns off of him. Matthews even rushed for 17. We even got Stroud in, 2 for 9. So looks like more volume too out of the backfield as Austin Joyner, 1359 and a touchdown given up by us. Jonathan Mingo, the leading receiver, 184, 2 touchdowns. Look at Puka. As soon as I take him out of the slot role, 9 for 140. That's exactly what I wanted to see what happened. Let's get him back out to the outside and see if we can do anything. And it looks like it worked. And then we get Brian McCollum here, 4 for 69 and a touchdown out of the slot. Kyron Williams catches a touchdown out of the backfield. This is a little bit more of the offense that I was wanting to see all year long. Now defensively, I think it did say we got a sack on them. Brandon Fisk, after putting him on the trade block, says fine, I'll put up some stats. And then no INTs here today. That is more like what I wanted to see. You can see a lot of storylines coming out of that last game. Looks like we have defensive coordinator wants to talk to us, strategy session wants to talk to us, and a players only meeting in the coach's office. I guess they want to try to turn the season around. At 2-4, I can completely see why. We got our scouting national football. We got a lot of stuff to get through this week. Let's just go ahead and start going meeting by meeting. Did any of these rankings change? We're not in the 30s anymore in a lot of these, so that's good. Points per game went up, but we're still in the green for yards per game passing and rushing. I can handle that. Coach, thanks for meeting with me. Oh, we're with Kyron Williams today. Okay, what is it that you want, man? How can I help you? You had a great game last week. You've been playing solid all season. I'm not involved in the offense enough. I need more touches, or maybe I don't belong here. Well, let's get you the ball more this week. What? Dang, I don't even got no say so. I don't like my player coming in just demanding. I don't want carries. I want catches too. Give me the ball on screens or out of the backfield. Well, last week he did touch the ball a considerable amount actually through the air and for catches. That's right. Get me the ball, coach. He's actually being very demanding. I ain't gonna lie to you. How many touches can you give me this week? 0. You out the bench. 4 catches, 10 rushing attempts. Let's go with that one. Let's go with the lowest end one. Let's go with the lowest end one. But you need to do the part and catch the ball. Ooh, that's tough though. Yeah, if I'm gonna throw it to you, better catch it. Hey, wait. No Diddy. Hold on. I didn't say that. Coach Smooth said that, but that's not me. Coach Smooth said that one. That was not me. All right, we need to shift our focus to the Saints. What do we need? What did we find through film study? Their halfback will have success against our D-line. Okay, so let's go talk to the defense and tell them to play more stout. You just assume they're going to have success against our D-line. Our D-line better be on it then. No rush game at all today. Who are they got in the backfield now? Because I know it's not Alvin Kamara anymore, and I forgot who is back there right now. Talked about how, Sheldon, that's right. Sheldon James actually has turned into a pretty good problem there for the Saints. A new AK replacement for sure. So our problem is going to be DT's shedding blocks, lower finesse moves. I would say shed the blocks. I guess we'll just have to lose on the tackling. But if you're shedding blocks, at least we're stopping in the backfield, getting like 2-3 guys to hit them. It should start some TFLs. Like if we're having to take 2 guys to hit them, that's fine. I think we should take the hit and tackle, because if we take the hit and tackle, but we're not block shedding, he's just gonna get past the line of scrimmage anyway. Back at it again to talk about more game plans for the Saints. What's the weakness that we can exploit? I guess now we're talking to the offense. We handled our defensive meeting. Now we're on the offense. Now they want to. Oh, look, there goes Kyron again. He said we can run on the defense. Here we go. Good. Any player specifically then that you want to call out? Right end 1 and defensive tackle 2. I don't know which side of the ball defensive tackle 2 lines up on, but if that's the case, then we should run to the right. Right side gets to the second level. Okay, so how are we measuring success here today then? So what do they want to go with? 125 rushing. Let's try 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, he wants the ball 10 plus times anyway. You better get in the end zone and score 2, because I don't think he's going to get 125 yards. I wonder what kind of like boost I'm going to get for. At least it's not negative morale. That's all I want. At least it's not negative morale. That's the last thing we need right now. Let's go get into the scouting national focus though. I think we already should know what our national scout should be on. Yeah, we need you to go and check out all them cornerbacks. So we're going to set your focus on them cornerbacks. Plus we're getting plus 15 boost to it too. So we should have these guys at, if not 90%, 100% honestly. So scouting national focus will be on them corners. All right, and before this next game, a couple more upgrades here. Brian McCollum getting his upgrade. Obviously, we're going to go playmaker here for the receivers. This is really the best way to get a big boost of like everything for real. But I think he could really be a good catch here for the team. Only 24 years old, normal development. So maybe through some play in the slot, we can see that upgrade to at least star. So I'm going to go with the playmaker upgrade here and see what kind of boost. Okay, on the shorter end this time, but plus 2 medium and short route running will definitely help getting those in all the way into the 70s. Also rookie here, Kyle Minor. It looks like he just got a little bit of ways to go before we figure out what his hidden development is, but he's been playing strong all season. I'm going to go with the slot upgrade here to try to get a good boost of man and zone, if possible. Kind of go in the middle here with this, plus 2 man coverage and 1 to his zone, which puts him at 72 man, which would actually be at a 74, and then 76, which should be at a 78 zone coverage, with his press actually getting a boost over his zone. That's why I think we need help hurry up and get them coordinators upgraded so we can get the boost all around. Last 2 here, we got Demario Douglas and Verse. Douglas, of course, we're just going to go with the playmaker upgrade. I'm telling you, they're the best things to do for your receivers, because you notice this time you get something like this. A lot of different upgrades all at once, plus 2 to his release is really going to help, since he might be more so on the outside than anything. And then Verse here as one of our edge rushers. I think we should just keep getting him better what he does. 91 finesse move. Why not try to get that a little bit higher? Let's see. Did we get a boost to finesse? No, we get a boost to power, though. Plus 1 in that. Fresh off the bye, coming into the trade deadline and getting back-to-back dubs. Nobody's wanting to lead this team, even getting the safety there in the first quarter. Shout out to the defense, only 10 points and getting the safety in. And then the offense, 400 yards of total offense, 300 through the air. It might have just been the playbook, bro. We might actually have a capable QB now. I might be able to offer him that contract. 6 third down conversions today, 5 for 5 in the red zone. Yet again, 41 minutes in time of possession. Matthews 319 and a touchdown in the backfield. Only got touched once. 70% completion percentage, 7.8 yards per attempt. We're finally starting to see him play how I need him to against, once again, another quarterback from the same draft class, Joshua Booth. Kyron Williams only 17 for 59 and a touchdown here today, so at least he rushed for one of his 2 that he was supposed to. Stroud got the other one though, getting a touchdown in as well. And then through the air, how many catches did he have? Let's go to just the Rams. Only had 2 catches, so he didn't get his 4 catches, so we'll have to see if that's angry or not. But McConkey 8 for 100 and a touchdown. Puka 11 for 125. Maybe the slot role just wasn't for him, and we're seeing that pick up here for us. Become kind of a quiet day here today though, but as long as 2 guys are going off, that's all that really matters. Who gave up the sack here? Dotson. So not even our left tackle, which is great news there. And then for us, we had 3 sacks. So Kobe Turner 1.5. Fisk getting another one. His second is getting added to the trade block. So looks like some of these guys are wanting to show that they can still stay on this team and really are making it hard for me to clear up some cap space. You didn't get me the touches you promised, but I'm a team player, but you need help here in the bargain. Let me guess, Shamar will drop. I'm giving you one more shot. By the end of the season, I better have 50 catches and 90 rush attempts. Time to focus on the offense around me. You don't want to find out. Man, I do not care. You will get traded. How about that? That way you don't affect the team doing anything, because he is not getting 50 catches. I'm sorry, my running back is not going to get 50 catches. I expect coaches to continue to involve him more in the offense. But you don't went and ran and told ESPN too. That's why you only got 215 likes. Weak ass. No, now that's a great win, huh? I agree. I'm frustrated that we didn't do a good job explaining that run defense. I get it, but a win is a win. It's a great suggestion. Just need to execute better. I mean, we can't win them all. Like, bro, we got a dub. Shut up. I just didn't get it done. I take the blame. We won. That's why you ain't getting no likes on your statements. People think you sound dumb. But anyway, let's go to get to these upgrades, because I'm tired of hearing him talk. Back-to-back wins is just seeing a lot more upgrades here recently. Look at Reggie Lawrence. I feel like this is like the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen him get an upgrade in this video. Right to field general. Keeping him as good as we can get here. Plus 2 man coverage, plus 1 zone. Gets him up to 73 and 63. What is your morale now? Oh, 39. Bro, you not getting any morale for the dubs? Let me see. Progression. He didn't get no morale from last week because of the dub. That is crazy. We win games and you don't get plus morale, but if you lose, look at that, lose, you get -1. All right, going into one of our guards here. I'm not mad at it. Look at I feel like we should get his agility better. Like, I'm not mad at it, trying to round him out a little bit better with this like finesse blocking. So yeah, let's do an agility upgrade. See if maybe we can get a boost there. It does go up to a 79 overall. Gets +2 his pass block, +2 his pass block finesse. So I actually take that too, because I wanted to work on pass blocking anyway. So that actually helps. And then here we have John Davidson, who's got 84 finesse moves, without the morality kind of hurting him down. So we're going to just keep him good at what he does best. Just go with another speed rush upgrade here, getting +2 to finesse and power though. So I'll take both of those, getting that up to 84 now and 77, which is more or less 79 and 86, with the block shed being at a 77/78. So probably need to work on his block shed ability too, so we can get in that backfield, stop these runs. But with all that basically being said, we should be good to go ahead and get things kicked off here. And I actually want to come in to watch this game, because this is the trade deadline too. So we're going to see if anybody's going to get traded here today. Now, I'm not necessarily saying 4-4 is, us being back in the mix, but as you can see, the NFC, a lot of teams are 4-4. So it could be us getting back in the mix, and a 3-game winning streak here would be nice to see us continue. And here we go, coming into a game here, a divisional game, as we have actually 3 of these coming up near next. For our next 3 games will all be divisional opponents. And Jeremiah Matthews is going on a little bit of a resurgence here recently. Had a lot of big passing games here. And we're going to look to see if that continues here as we've moved into our new playbook, and kind of see how that works here on the field to see if we can take down Seattle, as we're going to roll the pocket to the right side, throwing this one on the run before he gets taken down. See, he's still not afraid to get out of the pocket at least, which is good news for us. But that first down play was nowhere, as that Seattle front line looks like it's going to be all over us all day as they send a blitz here. We pick it up pretty well and throw that one out to the corner. I couldn't see what that was. Was that Cooper Kupp getting the feet in bounds? Really couldn't see who that was. It looked like 17, so it looked like Cooper Kupp, though. Might have been Austin Jackson, actually, because I know for sure I at least saw a 7. Drop back here, going with another play action fake. Throw goes down the field yet again. Another out route, but who cares when it's deep down the field at least, as McConkey getting started early too as well. 2 big pass plays puts us to our side of the field immediately. As we go back to the shotgun look here from the 43. Dropping back, fires it to our tight end for a short gain. We got to win these games here. As we can see, the division's going to be or at least it looks like it will be a close race, as it always is in the NFC. I almost said East, NFC West. It feels like it's always at least close, whether it's like a good year or a bad year. Relatively close. And in real life, you guys know that they came down basically to this last week, as it's finally gotten decided that the Rams, in real life at the time of recording this at least, have clinched the division. And Seattle is out of it. So only one team going. When it looked like it was anybody's division, the Rams come out of nowhere to take it over from Seattle. And that's what we're trying to do here in this game, and complete the prophecy. 2nd and 4, motioning. He'll go right back, though, as Jackson throws it out, though, to the halfback instead, as Kyron Williams getting his first catch of the day on his way to 50 catches. Let me know down below. Do y'all really think he's going to get 50? Like, if I had to put a number on it, he'll probably get like 25, if I had to imagine. 25 to 30. Dropping back here, handing it off to him, though, up the middle. He'll get plenty of carries, though, as he goes and gets his way to the 9-yard line. 13-yard rush off his first attempt. I'll take it, squeezing his way through the line. We're going to get you the ball. It just won't be in the pass game. Continue to work in that run game, and I got you, though. Looks like we're going to stay under center here. Keep the 3 tight end look going. Or no, 2 tight end look here. Jackson's going to motion across the formation here. All the way out to the wide side. We're going to hand this one off. He's going to go up the middle, though, instead of going outside. And now we are at the 5-yard line. I'm glad we went empty, because I was thinking of pass here too, as well, as Kyron Williams is top of the screen. Far outside here, we're looking to throw. Pocket is clean and it's wide open. Ladd McConkey scores our first touchdown of the game. And I got to say, I'm already loving how this new offense looks immediately. That's going to be a big focus on us, man. I mean, the offense has been the part that's been struggling most of the season, and it looks great to see a tribe actually go from start to finish and get us some points on the board. And then a quick 3-and-out followed right behind it. It looks like we might have really been able to turn this team around with just a simple couple changes. Moved around the depth chart, moved around the playbook. That's going to be a penalty there on Kevin Dotson, holding to set us back a little bit. Big pass play, 14 yards up the field to Puka Nakayu, getting us into the second quarter. Don't stall out here near midfield, 3rd and inches. They decide to just kick it. I wish the Detroit playbook came with the Detroit mindset. Big pass play here to Jackson Smith and Jigba for 27 yards. They are finally on their half of the field here. So we are in the second quarter, about halfway through it. Looks like the defense is starting to fold a little bit here. They do clamp up, though, here and only hold them to 3 points. Looks like we had a slow-paced game here today, too. We're still 5 minutes left to go. So still plenty of time to not only score, but them to get the ball back and score, too, if we aren't careful. A lot of running attempts, though, here from Kyron Williams. Going under the 2-minute warning here. We're on our side of the field. So let's go ahead and jump in and see if we can go ahead and get another touchdown here right before half. Here we go. Matthews dropping back. Pockets looking clean, and he has a wide-open receiver there out to the outside. That is number 85, Michael Meyer, making the catch there. Backup tight ends get the work here, too, as we go ahead and call our first timeout of the quarter. Trips at the top. Empty formation here. Goes out to Ladd McConkey at the top on the end route. Tariq Woolen in coverage there, as we're not going to use the second timeout here. Going to let some clock drip off. 30 seconds left to go here on 2nd and 5. Looks like we're really draining this down. We don't want them to touch this ball at all, as we get the slant route to Ladd McConkey. We use the second timeout. 6 catches already here in the first half. Now the only thing left to do is get in this end zone 1 yard away. Is it a run? A pass? Looks like we're going to pass. Throw it to the flats. Other flats that I was looking at, but it's still a touchdown. As we are in the end zone. That is the young man, Brian McCollum, getting in the end zone. That slot work is going to come into effect. Them sleeves look kind of ugly, though. Got to make sure I got him on the right sleeves. Is that the short sleeve look with an undershirt or something? Because that thing look kind of ugly. I'm not going to lie to you. Them things look loose and baggy. They've been moving their way down the field here with the pass to Kenneth Walker III. starting out the second half, looking a little bit strong here as they get a 15-yard pass to get into goal territory, and they will score off of Kenneth Walker 2-yard touchdown run and the 2-point conversion going through to make it back to a 3-score game. So, I mean, we knew the defense wouldn't hold forever, but we got to hope that we still have at least enough offensive firepower to get this going as Seattle gets the ball back here, and it's not looking like much to celebrate here. Another first down grab on third. Another long play here is a touchdown to Jackson Smith-Njigba, and now they take the lead back 18-14. So we jump into the game here in the fourth, down 4 points. After 2 big plays, we're on our side of the field, though, to start off the fourth quarter. They're sending a blitz in. We're going to move out the pocket to get everybody to shift over a little bit. And Ladd McConkey shakes off a tackler and gets taken down for the grab there. 176 on the day. I'm surprised we don't have over 200 yet. But I think we'll probably definitely get there for sure. Going back under center here. Looks like this will be a handoff to the left side. Cuts it back up the middle, but still not much running room there. 11 rushes, 61 yards on the day. So we're going to have to go to the shotgun here to look to get this first down. Pocket's looking okay. He rolls out to avoid the sack. Still looking downfield and tries to throw it, but unfortunately the animation slowed him down. Woodyard gets there for the sack and stalls out our drive. So come on, defense. Y'all played great. I mean, 18 points is nothing to, be ashamed of at all. We played great all day. Let's get a sack as they almost got there to him. Just barely moved out of the pocket enough to avoid another one coming through. At 2nd and 10 here, Fisk. I need you to get in that backfield, man. If you want that contract, they're going to run it to the right side. Instead, he's coming up in run defense, minimizing the gain there from Walker. Only a 4-yard rush there for him. 3rd and 6 as they go under center. Looks like we will just send a little blitz here off the outside, and the seams are wide open. Big time catch and run there. I cannot see who that is. Bibbs. That must be a drafted player there for Seattle. But, yeah, we tried to send in a blitz, and they threw it right to where the blitz actually came from. The linebacker that would have been in that spot left the seam wide open as we couldn't cover in time. So now we have to make some plays of our own, as that is Jared Verse getting in the backfield for another sack. Trying to be the reason that we can at least get this ball back without them scoring anything else. So they're going to go back to the pass here again, and we knock that ball loose. Clean pocket gets deteriorated, but he's got plenty of running room. And oh my gosh, really? On 3rd and 17, nobody's up. What coverage are we in? Nobody? We're in cover 1 hole. Where's my hole defender at then? Okay, right there. Why are y'all double teaming the running back? You should be having eyes on the court. You're in a zone and they ran just 4 verticals. And look at the pocket breakdown. For whatever reason, my Fisk goes inside, leaving nobody on the outside to protect. We break through up the middle, but because Fisk wanted to be a hero and go through 2 defenders and started trying to go wide, that gave all day to run up the field. This will be a great time for a turnover. I'm not going to lie to you. Can somebody do it for me? Here we go. This time they want to spread out the rushing lanes to not give him a gap to just sprint forward for a touchdown, thankfully. Maybe we need to have Fisk on the inside at all times. So the outside, he ain't doing it. Here's go with the handoff to the outside. Walker gets room to the outside. Everybody just wants to cut in. Verse did it too. Nobody wants to stay true to the outside shoulder of their tackle. See what they do here this time on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the outside shoulders. Nobody's underneath, though, to go ahead and stop Njigba with the catch there for getting the first. At least that's what I believe that is. He's in 11, right? Should be. They're now in 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. They're going to go back to Kenneth Walker, who's going to just rush in and dive into the end zone. And unless we can get some quick offense, that may have just did it for us. So we need some fast offense down the field throws, which it seems we've been doing much more of this season. So Matthews, we need you to make this happen. Defense is going to have to get another stop too. Giving up 25 points a day looks a lot worse than 18. Dropping back here, rolling out of the pocket before he gets tackled, and I think that one just kind of went out of bounds. Dropping back with a blitz here from Seattle. He's going to roll out yet again and throws it on the run. He does not have the speed to kind of match with his ability to get out the pocket, but he's not getting very far when he does. Dropping back here. Looking, fires it out at least. He can't even at least throw for a first. And they try to go for it on fourth down here, giving us the ball back, actually. I was about ready to call it, put a knife in us and we were over, but 2.5 minutes. I mean, we are down 9, but a touchdown, an extra point, and an onside kick. We can still make something shake here. Throw will go deep down the field, and it gets knocked away from Lat McConkey. The one time you do want to throw it deep, it's in the double coverage. And not even to our number 1, it's to our number 2. Not the X Factor, but just the normal superstar. Dropping back here. This time we'll go out right back to him, and this time he will catch it but get knocked down for only a gain of 5. As of course we're going to go no huddle here, but we're going to take it to a 2-minute warning because he wants to call audibles. Play action fake here. Throw will go out quickly, and that is McCollum with the catch there for us, and we actually call our first timeouts. If he was able to break that one and score, this game would have got a whole lot more interesting. I can't believe that actually worked there on the play fake. Keep looking his way in them seams. We're going to go shotgun look here yet again. Looking, fires it short to Kyron Williams, who does nothing with it, and we have to call timeout number 2. I don't know if I like calling timeouts on this drive, but we at least need to save that one. So either we need to throw it towards out of bounds or score or just call no huddles. So we're going to motion them back to his side. Jackson's going to look to get up the field. Throw will go out to him, actually, and it will get knocked loose. I think if we had Ben Saban still, that probably would have been a catch. Dropping back here. Play fake is the blitz is going to, not even the blitz, just the pressure is going to get there. Right guard just got beat off the line. Halfback didn't recover in time off the play fake. And now we're going to have to throw this one off of no huddle. One-on-one down the field, and Jackson's not going to make that play either. And this will be able to go ahead and call the end to it. So it sucks. 2-game winning streak came to an end here, man. But, I mean, we just gave up too much there. We didn't score again after the first half, and they dropped 15 alone in that third quarter. Once again, just being our downfall, another bad quarter there for us. Over 300 yards of total offense for them. Was that 300 yards through the – oh, no, I thought it was through the air. Third downs, 5 for 10, though. We got to do a little bit better. Red zone. Looks like we were 100%, but only got down there twice. And then as far as team stats go here, I mean, Matthews, 217, 2 touchdowns, 6.2 a throw. Want to get that up near the 7s or 8 ranges. Of course, Walker, 82 and 2 touchdowns. The run game kind of just let him have his way, while Williams was kind of, I mean, he was good, 5.1 a carry, which probably could have fed him a little bit more. McConkey had a pretty good game here, 9 for 78 and a touchdown. McCollum, 5 for 15 and a touchdown for himself. But defensively, we got to get more. We got to get more turnovers, honestly. It's not even like pressure. I feel like we were in the backfield. I only got 1 sack, but 2 TFLs. We were back there a bunch of times. We just got to get better in coverage. We had no interceptions today, no fumbles. Got to start getting some turnovers if we want to start winning some of these games. And an upgrade here for Puka Nakayo here coming out of the game, so we will give him as well a playmaker upgrade, which is crazy. He actually is a really good slot receiver, but he's getting way more volume out of that number 1 spot. So +3 deep route running, +2 to his release, and +3 spec catch. So that gives him 92 deep. 84 release, which will help on the outside. 89 spec catch will help. 95 short route running is crazy. And I told y'all we might be making some trades here. Brandon Fisk, I put him up on the trade block. Didn't get any offers outright, but when I come in here and look at some packages, I do see a lot of intriguing packages, a lot of upgrades here that can help us at certain positions. But what we're really focused on here, you know, is you see a corner here at 26 years old. But what we're focused on is the trades that intrigue me the most. The Browns here with another edge rusher. So we can go edge rusher for edge rusher, get 3 years younger, 1 overall point less, star development, and a 5th round pick. But we already have a guy that's young, another guy on the other side. He's a year older at 29, but star development is still getting to the backfield pretty easily. So that's one of them. We have defensive tackle here, which is a position that I have of need, where Monty would come in younger, already a better overall, and a 5th round pick here from the Dolphins. And then the last one here that I saw that intrigued me here was from the Jets, a halfback here, Kerry Stecker. Normal development, but they're giving me a 3rd, 4th, and 7th to go along with it at 24 years old, 77 overall. He would actually be better than the backer we have right now, Brian Strode. And the way that Kyron Williams is acting, I don't know if he's coming back or not. So those are my three that I like the most. But what I think has the most value here, we can go ahead and put our young guy on the left side. We can look for another edge rusher later and try to hit on that. I think it's easier to hit on edge rusher than it is though to hit on defensive tackle. So that's why mine here is John Monty. But I want to counter for this because I'm giving you a superstar development, still at 28, so still time to even really grow, and he really won't start regressing for at least another 2 seasons. And he has 2 years left on his deal. For somebody that's unproven, granted has star development, but still is unproven at 23 years old, and John Monty. So I want to see if we can get a little bit more here. Can I get a third round instead of a 5th round? If we can make this here work, I might let this one fly. Well, I'm going to let it fly, obviously, because once I hit submit, it's going to fly. But let's see if they're willing to go and give that 3 for this trade offer. Okay, they want more. Wow, they really feel like that takes more value. What am I willing to do then for that pick? If we double up on 3s, I'm not even really mad if we don't double up on 4s. So I'll give you a 4 and a 7. I mean, we have 2 7s. I'll give you a 4 and a 7. Just to get up that 3rd pick. Because now that'll give us, hold on, let me look back at my picks here. That would give us 4 picks inside the top 100. And then, I mean, the 104 is basically right inside of it. So basically 5 picks at 100 or less. So that's 5 potential starters that we could also pick up from this draft too as well. So let me see what we can do here, giving you a 4 and a 7. Let's see what just the 7 does first. I mean, I'm gonna be stingy here a little bit. Let's see what just the 7 does. Okay, that didn't do it. There we go. So Brandon Fisk for John Monty, and then we're giving them a 4th and a 7th this year and a 4th next year for a 3rd round pick this year. And that pick is actually pretty high right now. It's set at 71. So I'm making that pick happen here before the deadline just to get some cap space and room here for the team, and to help make some of these offers a little bit more manageable. I've already changed up positions that I need to, so I'm going to actually go over here to left end. Davidson already is starting over here, which is great. Gaines backing him up. But I'm actually going to make a move here at defensive tackle now, as I no longer have a need for really White to be on this roster, as we're going to go Monty now over Wingo. And then we have Davis. And I'm actually going to send Jonathan White down to bring up somebody from our practice squad at right end. And after being 0-2 against the Seahawks, we are 2-0 against the Cardinals as we take them down 26-21 to bounce back from our L last time out. Pretty even ball game for us. You see over 100 yards basically in both areas. Passing game kind of slacking up here a little bit, getting below 200, but it's okay. I thought it was 2 turnovers. No turnovers, 2 third down conversions. Dang. Either we didn't have a whole lot, or it was a bad day on 3rd downs, and then red zone percentage we at least went for 100%. But we got the dub, so that's all that really matters. 179 and a touchdown here for us, 4 sacks, but we did get to Tanner Pittman as well 4 times. A lot of guys taken out of this draft class. Just like what, the 3rd or 4th quarterback that we've seen outside of Matthews in this 3rd draft class that's now a starter. So I mean, I guess they were just loaded with potential. As Kyron Williams today, 12 for 92, 2 touchdowns out of the backfield. Pittman led the way for his team with a touchdown as well. Roth got a touchdown. And then receiving wise, McBride 8 for 75. Oh wait, no, that's not our team. McConkey 3 for 74 and a touchdown. Jackson 5 for 60. But yeah, we really kind of kept things at a low pace. You see average rack yards, average per catch. Everything's pretty much low on that end. Who gave up all these sacks though? We had 4 of them. Center, left tackle, left guard. So basically kind of like the left side of our line. And then who was responsible for the sacks? So we had 4 on our end after making that trade. Kobe Turner upgraded role here today. Gets 2.5 more sacks. Monty his first half sack here with this team, trying to get his first full one here. John Davidson getting one too, as well as we put them in the edge rushing role, so the pass rusher. And then Cam Curl actually getting an interception today. I did say that I wanted to start getting some turnovers, so thank you for somebody actually listening. But we bounced back here. So during our little rivalry gauntlet, we are 1-1, and after kind of a lackluster performance here, we do actually have some upgrades, or should I say one upgrade here is Jeremiah Matthews. We'll get an upgrade here at quarterback. Strong arm, 88, 89 field general. What is something that he does? Is there anything he doesn't really? I mean, he doesn't really break sacks that well. Throwing the run is kind of low. His accuracy are pretty good. I'd love for that throwing the run to get improved though. That would be an improviser upgrade most likely. So staying at an 88 overall, it looks like, but we get +3 throwing the run. Exactly what I was looking for. Actually, 90 overall field general now with that +3 boost, getting that up to a 88. And before we jump into our next game, we have the mock drafts out now, so we can kind of see where some of these guys are going. See the quarterbacks are starting to get 30% on them. Defensive tackles for 60% on those guys. Looks like 4 offensive guys in the top 5, including quarterback Will Windsor here going number 1 overall to Detroit Lions. A receiver going in the top 5. We got a couple of edge rushers coming off the board. They have us going with receiver Brian Morgan. Receiver could be a spot that might help us out here potentially. It's not even one of our top fits. I don't know why he's the guy that they think we'll go after. Speed isn't good to solid, so I don't know if he's really my type of receiver. B release or B medium route running, C release, A vision. Not really seeing the vision here with this one as to why we would want to pick him up, but that's who they have us projected to get right now. What about the other quarterbacks? The other 2 that are top 5 projected. Looks like they're not even going in the first round, which actually should not be a good sign. See, I just wanted to come in and check in. Maybe just not that many teams need a quarterback anymore, but yeah, all 3 are still here as far as top 5 picks. So I don't know what that says to them. It looks like we're starting to get our cornerbacks looked at though. 65% there, 40% here for right tackle, 80% already here on Christian Young. So we got some of them at 80%. I think that's for like a specific position group, maybe West, Central. That's the ones that we have in the Northeast. Our corners in the Northeast are getting really looked at. Then they're already almost at 100%. And I don't know about y'all, I think this might be a great place to end here. Another 2-game winning streak as we take down the San Francisco 49ers and beat them 24-21, scoring a majority of that throughout the first 3 quarters. They got one more in the 4th there, but great job here today offensively, holding them defensively under 100 rushing yards is always good to see. Under 250 passing. It's just unfortunate we did the same thing, but 2 turnovers for them. 8 third down conversions today is a lot better. TOP is looking a lot better for us, and just overall the fact that we were able to come into this divisional stretch and win 2 out of 3, especially against the team that actually is leading the division here with the 49ers. Brock Purdy 244, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks today though. So we're able to go to get to him 2 times, get to the backfield 2 times. As Jeremiah Matthews, no touchdowns, but no turnovers either. So I can't really be mad. You just got to clean up those sack yardages there. Williams did rush in for 2 touchdowns for us, as Matthews rushed in for 1-2 as well. And then this is exactly just what I want to see. Nice, solid average numbers. It's okay if no one's sticking out here as long as the ball is getting circulated around evenly. It's kind of Scott here gets 3 sacks given up. I mean, there must have been heavy pressure off that right side, but this is the 49ers. They're known to have edge rushing talents there, so I can't even really be mad. John Monty actually gets his first full sack since joining the Rams after that trade went down. And then our 2 interceptions here come from rookie Sergio Sims getting his first of the regular season, and then Enos Rackshaw Jr. getting 1 too, as well as we actually shorthanded at corner too, surprisingly enough, as Michael Carter II was down with an ACL sprain, so he missed this game due to a practice injury, but we didn't miss him at all. So here we are, 11 weeks into the season, and we are 5-5. Already better than last year's win total of just 3. So already seeing this team have big time improvements, and it's looking like we can maybe even challenge for this division. Obviously, Seattle holds the tiebreaker against us because we lost both games to them. We hold the tiebreaker against Arizona because we beat them both times, and so far we beat San Francisco once. So if we can just make it a tie between them 2 teams and not have to worry about Seattle, so Seattle starts sliding here, that would be great. But we do have to see the 49ers one more time later on in the season. So we'll see how that matchup goes here. But before we go and get out of things, we're going to get some final upgrades in for the video here. Defensive tackle John Monty. Kind of a look here at the skills. We haven't even really got to look at these too much. 85 finesse, 83 power, and 80 block shed. Pretty balanced defensive tackle here, if you ask me. Very good at actually pass rushing the ball despite being an 82 run stopper. So let's go ahead and just keep him getting better. He actually got 2 upgrade points for that game. Sheesh. So that's going to we will put 1 in the run stopper, get +2 tackle there. Let's go ahead and put 1 in the speed rusher. Why not? Get 1 into that too as well, so we can get hopefully some finesse moves. We get +2 to that, block shed and power moves. He's at 85 run stopper now, 87 finesse move, 84 power moves, and what would be like an 83 block shed. So I'm okay with it. Let's look at his progression history. Why did he get so much upgrade? Sweet, he got 14,000. What? Oh, because he got his 5th sack of the season, and that was worth 13,000 XP. He's only got 1.5 of those with us. That means he already came to the team with 3 sacks essentially. And then last but not least here, after somehow giving up 3 sacks, you were able to get an upgrade. So we're actually going to go with your pass protector because apparently that's what's needed. Your ability to pass protect +3 on his pass block power. I will take that because we're going to see a lot of power coming off those edges, which is now to 65. So that might be the problem with this game. No power. But yeah, that'll be where we end off the game in. I mean, next time out we have to face the Panthers and Falcons, who Panthers are leading their division at 5-5. The Falcons are 3-8, so we'll probably simulate through both of those and going to get into Miami maybe. See how much further we can go into this season. As I mean, we are evened up now, so we could possibly see the pace slow down as we look at a potential playoff chase. If you look at the rest of the schedule here, I mean, Miami is 2-8 too as well, so we have some pretty favorable games here coming up. It looks like we have, you know, basically a 500 team here, 2 below 500 teams, and we have the Bills, Buccaneers, 49ers, and Lions. So the only ones that I would be worried about would be, I guess, the Bills and Lions possibly. Are they still good in this series? The Bills are, Lions are 1-10, so not worried about that. Buccaneers are 1-10. So it'll really be the Bills who are 6-4. The 6-4 Bills are the last team that we face that are over 500. It is in a very good situation for us right now to potentially make a run at this division and get into a high seed and have a home playoff game. Not only just go from 3 wins to a postseason, but 3 wins to a home playoff game under the leadership and tutelage of Sean Smooth coming back. This is what I told y'all when y'all didn't want Sean to come back, because these rebuilds will be way too quick. I know exactly what I'm doing. Cooper might not know what he's doing, but I do. I'll catch you guys in the next episode, man, as we go ahead and continue to elevate this team, as we've somehow managed to upgrade this defense and got the offense a little bit better as the season has gone on. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's me, boy, Sean Too Smooth, aka SGG, the King of Games. I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. I'm going for the day. Later.